Hey guys, welcome back.
Hey.
We're here for another edition of whatever this is. So yeah, how's everyone doing today?
Good, Nick. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Nice.
Cameron, you good?
Alright.
You good? Cameron, we've lost him.
Everybody, it's Cameron's birthday tomorrow.
No.
Hey.
It is in fact Cameron's birthday tomorrow. Let's have a 3-hour hand clapping for
Round
him.
of applause.
Congratulations on your birthday.
Everyone look at him.
Everyone stare deeply into his eyes while clapping.
He'll just look somewhere like over there.
Cowards.
Love you.
Cowards, all of you. So yeah, before we hop into things, just a quick reminder. None of those worked. Great. You can go join our Discord. Could you link the socials?
Sure.
Where we bullshit about stuff. We just talk about everything in there. Also go follow our Twitter. We'll keep you updated on the goings-ons on the stream. And then, go follow our YouTube. We're posting our Twitch VODs on there, so if you miss any of the D&D, then there's the spot.
Hey.
A quick announcement as well. I don't know if everyone saw the stream schedule, but we are dropping this campaign to once a week. This week, obviously, it's on Wednesday, but in future weeks, we may be moving the day as well. So kind of just keep an eye on the stream schedule and keep your eyes peeled for that. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyone have anything else they want to talk about?
No.
Okay. Guys, it's Cameron's birthday tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's Cameron's birthday tomorrow. We're going to have such a fun Stardew birthday stream.
Stardew!
Ooh.
Is that what you guys do?
Chat's going to be able to vote on some things to affect our gameplay and whatnot. We're going
That's
to
fun.
enable some extensions, so it's going to be really fun.
Excellent.
Pancake
Cool.
cat.
Alright, so without further ado, when last we left off, our heroes had a eventful session. They came back and were in the entrance of a cave. The cave was completely blocked off, and so they had no choice but to delve further in. There was some sort of magical darkness cast over the entirety of the cave, so they could not see much. Luckily, Danika, due to her innate senses, had a little more ability to kind of weave her way around. She led the group down the tunnel a bit, and they came across two of the miners they were tasked with finding. The miners informed the party that they found this artifact, and before long were confronted by some large cat creature who summoned a wave of those translucent lizard folk that quickly washed over the other miners. These two were able to escape only because they were near the entrance. They quickly ran up and ran into an offshoot and have been hiding there since. They progressed further down through the cave, a little bit of treacherous ground in a couple spots as Danika and Balric fell into a pit. Quickly picking themselves out, they finally got to their destination. A large chamber seemed to have been intentionally put into this cave and intentionally sealed off later on. Inside the cave, or inside the chamber rather, they could see a artifact on a pedestal, the one that has been described to them several times. It was pulsing, and they could see 4 creatures standing around it, all chanting in Draconic. They started setting up outside, and a creature told the 4 standing around the artifact that it was time, and they could bring back the Great One now. Our heroes rushed in at the sound of that, and combat ensued. It was a rough fight, but they managed to pull themselves out. The cat person showing up, a tiger in well-dressed clothes, about 2 turns into the fight. What?
Tony the tiger.
Tony the tiger showed up.
Dressed for prom.
Dress for prom. You're right. Yep. Tuxedo.
Prom king. Tiger
Tuxedo.
king.
Oh my god.
Fuck you.
Carol Baskin killed her husband.
Oh my god. Courtney
Um,
Love killed Kurt Cobain.
Whoa. That one shouldn't get it into the public eye, alright? You know too much.
Oh no. Anyway.
Anyways, the party engaged with all 5 members. God damn it, Shep.
Thank you, Shep.
Thank you, Shep.
Yep. Thank you. It's insane.
Absolute madman. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Shep.
We need to get that emote up.
Yeah.
A Shep one.
This weekend, probably.
Cool. The party was able to stop all of the figures from summoning whatever it was that was coming in. A massive visage of a large red T-Rex kind of started forming on the far side of the room from where they entered, and they kind of just kept fighting. The Tiger Man ended up being a pretty hefty foe, and was seen sapping strength from the casters who were initially channeling. The fight ended when, after dealing a good amount of damage to the Tiger Man, he opened a portal full of this black, swirling, screaming essence and stepped into it, escaping from the party's grasps. Rina then brought her warhammer down and shattered the artifact into thousands of pieces. The party recovered all of these and brought them back to the Cold Sun Council. The Cold Sun Council thanked them through a feast. Some words were exchanged. The party retired for the evening back at the mining camp, and in the morning set back off for Sharn. So we'll pick back up there. The ship has picked you guys up, and you are back en route to Sharn. Unless you guys would like to do anything in particular on this ride back, we will kind of just speed ahead.
Yeah, I already said hello to the elemental.
You did say hello to the elemental.
So that's all I care about.
Okay.
I don't know.
Nothing in particular.
Okay.
Get a good old jar soak.
Good old Char, so thinks I hate it. Okay. So some time passes. If I remember right, we said it was about 2 days journey through the sky. On the eve of the second day, you guys, well, probably about halfway through the second day, you guys catch sight of Sharn in the distance. Again, kind of just breathing in its glory. I don't know if I properly described it on the first time away. Sharn is a city floating in the sky. It's broken up into several districts that are cut and all separate from each other as well. So the bottom of it is this massive floating ring, and then you go up and there is another ring. It's slightly smaller, a little smaller still, and then the top is very ornate and where most of the high society lives. There are 4 tiers total, and the lower down you go, the poorer it seems. The Mulkentry Mercenary Company sits on the second district up, so it's kind of it's not the slums, but it's definitely not anything super fancy. So
Ask a question.
Yeah.
Is there a really stuck-up individual asking people if they get to the Cloud District very often?
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Welcome.
Yeah.
That's
He thought not.
Look up the Mercenary Company.
So yeah, you guys kind of watch as the airship comes into the sky dock on the second level. It docks without issue, and you guys head in. You weave your way in. Probably takes a good 15 minutes to get to the Mulkentry Mercenary Company from where you docked. You step back into those familiar halls and make your way toward Gring's quarters. As you're getting closer, you hear him loudly speaking to someone. You can't quite make out the other individual, but you can hear him yelling. As you get a little closer, you just hear, "Well, I have none of that. They did the job. They deserve the pay. Quit dicking me around and just get me the money." And then you'll hear some words coming from an individual who's talking a bit lighter. And as you're kind of getting to the door, you'll just hear Gring say one more thing. And he'll say, "Don't fuck with me here, Faldis. I'll not have this. I know you're a bigger client, but I'll make sure you can never hire a mercenary in Corvair again." And kind of as you round into the doorway, you see him wave his hands, and the back of a smaller blue figure kind of starts dissipating.
Back?
Yeah, like you're seeing the back of some figure.
Okay.
After he kind of waves his hand and that goes away, he just immediately starts looking at his paperwork and sorting through it a bit. Hello. Apologies. Did you hear any of that?
A bit.
Yes.
Is everything alright?
Money.
Hey, the client is trying to hold out on you. I've seen this before. The bigger companies think, "Oh, well, we can hold out and not get them pay or not pay at all," but they always end up doing it. Just give me a smidge more time and I'll ensure you have your money.
How much is a smidge more?
About a day's time I should be able to wear them down. They usually cave within an hour or so.
Should we intimidate him for you?
I think I've done enough intimidation
Maybe
for
we
the both
can
of us.
negotiate ourselves.
You're welcome to try if you'd like, but
Money.
I'm trying to get it for you.
Is there a problem
I don't think so.
in particular?
No, they're just... You know how these bigger companies are. They're posturing so they can kind of screw you out of a little bit of money, but they'll cave. This has happened a few times, and they always do.
And if they don't?
Then we'll figure something out. Rest assured, you'll not go unpaid.
Well,
Alright.
I mean, we have one day.
Aye.
We'll be back.
In the meantime, just kind of starts shuffling through his papers. I mean, if you'd like to just relax in the town, there's plenty to do. I could even give you some advance on your pay from my own stores and just take it out of the funds when it comes in. And he starts wrestling through and finds a stack and it's like, there it is. Or, I mean, I'm not sure if you're wanting to relax or if you're rearing to go on more action. But I have a few bounties here that you could follow up on.
Well, I personally would like to get paid first before taking on another job.
That's fair.
Perhaps we should negotiate some interest for our time.
Oh.
I mean, with me or with them?
With you. You promised us pay.
Aye.
Where's the pay? The job's done.
You're a
Money.
clever one, you are.
I'm back. I need to eat. I need to house.
What are you proposing exactly?
I don't know. 15% markup for each of us?
15% is,
Money.
as I understand, pretty good.
Not bad.
She doesn't actually know.
My time is valuable.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Am I good at that?
You got this.
What?
Persuasion?
Yep.
10.
10?
So.
Your time may be valuable, but I think we both know it's not 1,500 gold worth of relaxing time.
I believe you did the math wrong there.
Either way,
I don't know. I still don't know.
he doesn't know either.
Well, what could you give us from your own personal stores now?
Right now, I could, and you'll see him kind of turn away from you guys, and you hear some clinking. I could offer 500 gold each.
That is quite a difference from 10,000 gold each.
Aye, it is. You understand this isn't coming from the company, this is coming from me.
What does the company have?
I'm not in charge of that, I couldn't tell you.
Why aren't you in charge of it?
I'm merely in charge of getting the contracts to you and then getting you paid afterwards. I don't have access to the coffers, I just get the amount of the bounty.
What do you think?
I'll take an extra 500 for today. And tomorrow we'll see if there's anything different.
Tomorrow there will be difference.
Okay.
I promise you that.
Sounds good.
Alright, then we'll take the 500 now. We'll call that our interest, and we'll pick up the rest tomorrow then.
Excellent.
Alright.
Grumble a little bit, but he'll reach into a bag and pull out a small pouch. And he'll kind of open it up, and you'll see his hand completely disappear into it.
Mm-hmm.
Based on the size, that should not be possible, but it does. And he just starts pulling out heaps of platinum, and then counting them out, and counts out 4 piles of 50 platinum each.
Cool. All right. Suppose that's the most.
That'll do.
That's the most we can get for today.
It'll do. For now.
Money. What other kind of work do you have?
I mean, I have these bounties, and I have some whisperings, but I want to flesh them out a bit more. Again, tomorrow I'll have more info on a couple potential jobs that are high yield. I'm working out a monetary contract on one, and the other one is pretty set in stone, but he's been scant with information, and I'm not a big fan of that.
I personally don't care either way. Do you have any recommendations for magic stores in town?
I mean, what are you looking for in particular?
Just a shop that may sell magical items, bits and baubles.
Yeah, look for kind of pull out this big just tome and starts rifling through it.
Is that a yellow pages?
Pretty much. Look up our train's arcane goods. He's got quite the brain, that one. He figures out some good ways to get stuff done.
All right. Thank you.
Right.
Mawwanzi, do you need anything else here?
Money.
Well, we will be getting the rest of our money tomorrow.
Is there a place of weaponry around here?
There's several blacksmiths. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Some blades.
Go to Sabine's Sabersmith.
Alright.
He'll give you guys direction roughly to both of those.
Mm-hmm.
Our train's arcane goods is in the district up. And Sabine Sabersmith is on the district you're on currently.
So, our trains is in the Cloud District.
No, it's the one below.
Okay, so second.
Yep.
Second.
I suppose this is where we part ways for now, unless you want to stick together.
Yeah. Do some shopping and rest up a bit.
Sure. Do you know of any good, taverns or inns here?
Yeah, there's an excellent one. Forgive the name. He has a catchphrase he likes to say with it. The leaky roof. 'Cause the liquid's always flowing, he says. It's right here in this district. It's not 2 blocks away.
Okay.
The leaky roof.
Huh. It's a very interesting name.
I don't think he understands the negative connotations around it, but
No, I suppose not.
you know, it seems like business is good nonetheless.
Alright. Well, I suppose we will get a room there tonight. And, see you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Mawwanzi, are you ready?
And Rina will just nod her head to you two and dip out.
You guys leaving too, or you want to talk to him more? And then
I'm all set.
Alright.
How about you?
No, we'll check out the town then, and
Yeah.
it's difficult for us to accept another contract, seeing as we ain't been paid for the last one.
I understand, and I know it's hard to believe, but I am working on your behalf here. Without you guys, we have nothing. If we don't have mercenaries, we don't have contracts to fulfill.
You're right, we'll see you in the morning then.
See you then.
Alright.
Oh wait, Danika.
Yes.
A note came for you while you were away.
Oh, a note.
A note.
From who?
Didn't say. They were very, very clothed. I couldn't see a lick of their skin.
I'll take it.
No, hand it to you.
Okay.
It's this darker parchment that's well sealed with a wax seal. And you recognize the seal.
Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that and put it in my pocket for now.
Okay, so who wants to go first?
I mean, I was just gonna fuck around at the magic place. So,
Yeah, I mean, we're splitting the party.
sure.
Let's do this.
Never split the party. Oh no. Mawwanzi, is there anything in particular you'd like to see or visit? I'll take that as a no.
And I will go in the direction of our trains.
Yeah, you weave your way through. The city at this hour is very bustling, which is surprising because it's pretty late at night currently.
Are there people riding like horses around and stuff?
No,
Okay.
everyone's foot traffic. You do see some skiffs flying overhead. All of them give a good berth in between the rooftops and the district above.
Okay.
But yeah, you kind of weave your way to a sky dock. You get passage to the district above, and you start making your way towards our trains. The district above, as you touch down, is like noticeably nicer than the district below. All of the buildings seem to be in very good repair. Everything is like well lit. You don't see any homeless people on like the corners or anything. And all of the shops seem like well stocked and have really good quality goods. As you were weaving through before, the shops were like, they had a lot of good stuff, but they also had a lot of shitty wares. And after a little bit, you get to a shop. It's got no windows on it. It's very ornate looking front. And you're not seeing a door, but there is like an outline of one on the wooden front. And above that, it just says Artrane's Arcane Goods.
Step in.
Okay. You walk forward and step right through the wood. And you step into this kind of really interesting looking room. There seems to be kind of arcane magic swirling around at all times. There's a bunch of different pedestals with different magical items on them. You're not really sure what you're looking at ever. There's like some crystals here. There's a flaming sword sitting into a pillar over here. And then dead ahead you see a counter. And standing behind the counter is a gnome. He's got not a lot of hair. His top is completely balded, so he's got kind of the crown of hair here. And all of it is just crazy and all over the place.
I love him already.
He's got a pair of really, really big, thick glasses on.
Yes.
And he seems to be working on something on the counter right now. You see his hand kind of waving heavily onto a crystal that he's concentrating on super hard. He doesn't seem to notice that you've come in even. Behind him are shelves of more magical items. They seem to be very well cataloged though. Everything is very like neat and in its place. And yeah.
Seeing that he is in the middle of something, I would slowly take a walk around the store and just take a look and see if there's anything that's actually labeled saying what items may be.
Okay.
If not, I would eventually make my way to the counter and wait patiently before just very, very carefully and cautiously clearing my throat as to not disturb him.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to wait for super long. As you're kind of... You take a quick walk around the store. Everything is labeled, but it's in some sort of script you can't read.
Mm-hmm.
So you make your way to the front and stand by the counter. After probably 20-30 seconds of standing there, you see his hand kind of do, and the crystal kind of glows extremely brightly, this deep green color, and then fades in, and the crystal then just keeps pulsating this deep green.
Have I seen a crystal like this before?
I mean, you've seen crystals, but nothing like this.
Okay.
And with that, he's gonna... Aha! Oh, hello.
Hello there.
How's it going?
I
I am Artrane. Welcome to my shop. Oh, you're fun. Oh, you're fun. What is that?
My friend Mawwanzi.
Okay.
He is a frog. Very deadly
I'm in the
frog.
jar, you can't see me.
He's gonna jump down off of something. Clearly he was standing on something. As he comes around the counter and he's about 2 feet tall.
Oh god, so I'm a whole person taller than him.
What is this?
He's a gnome.
Cameron hates gnomes.
And he's gonna kind of walk over to you and walk like behind you and look up at the jar and like do a little jump and try and knock on it, but he can't
I'll
quite
like
reach.
to kind of turn around, seeing what he's trying to do.
Yeah, he can't quite reach. He's still just too short. And with that, he'll be like, "Oh well," and just kind of walk back behind the counter and get back up on whatever he's standing on. What can I help you with? What are you looking for?
Well, first off, I am very intrigued as to what you were working on.
Oh, this?
Yes.
This is a wonderful device. When you throw it, it will explode into a gas, which will poison anything it touches.
Interesting.
Yeah. He's very excited about this.
Well, I was personally looking for some sort of maybe a ring or a bauble that may help me in battle. I am a mercenary, you see. So I was just curious. I'm sure most of it is a bit too expensive for my tastes, but
What purpose are you looking for this ring to have?
either to make me harder to hit or to help me not go down as easily. Or if you don't have anything of the sort, any healing potions honestly would do. But I'm looking for something a bit more permanent.
Give me a moment. And you'll see him jump down. And then you see a kind of a glow emanating out from the counter. And you hear kind of a whooshing noise several times. It's very light and hard to hear, but it's definitely there. And after probably a good minute of him being back there, the light fades, the whooshing fades, and he'll kind of walk out from behind the counter, go disappear in the back temporarily, and come out with a small ring. It's got a little plus sign on it. And he's like, I can offer you this. It's not much, but it does have some healing magics you can tap into. It needs to recharge after you do, but it's something.
When you say healing magics, what do you mean exactly? Is it very potent or just minor?
It's not extremely potent, but it does some work.
How much would that be, just out of curiosity?
350 gold.
Okay. And you don't have anything of the sort that could make me harder to hit?
I don't. Apologies. We don't really deal with combat much here.
What do you deal with?
All sorts of odds and ends. Mostly creative problem solving, as I like to put it.
What is your favorite problem solver that you have here?
You'll see him grin. It's not one that I've made, but it gets the job done. And he'll hop back on his stool, and then you'll see him put his hand under the counter, and you'll hear a click, and a massive turret springs out of the wall from behind him.
Jesus.
That's my favorite problem solver.
That's a pretty imposing problem solver.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Another click and it pops back into the wall.
Wow. All right. Do you happen to have any healing potions?
I have a couple.
Okay. You said 350 gold?
Yes.
What do you have for potions?
I only have the basic version of the healing potion here.
Sure.
There are several alchemists in the city. You might be able to find more, but that is all I have.
That's fine. How many do you have?
I have 5 in stock.
Could I propose a deal to you?
I don't like where this is going.
I
Continue.
What do you say to me buying the ring and all of the potions for 450 gold? The laugh.
You're kidding, right? That's a great joke. That's a fantastic joke right there. You're not kidding.
No.
You're insane.
Why?
These potions are 50 gold apiece.
Sure. So I pay for 3.5.
Do you know how much these cost to make?
Less than 50 gold.
Barely. I'm losing money on this deal.
What if I were to give you something on top of it?
Like what?
I'll pull out my old warhammer. Slam it down on the counter.
Just told you, we don't deal much in combat.
Sure.
Why would I want this? And kind of like picks it up a little bit. He definitely struggles with it a little.
Well, you said that you like creative problem solving.
Yes.
And I'm sure you could do something very creative with this problem solver.
Just gonna press the button under the counter again and the turret's gonna pop out.
I'm not gonna flinch.
I don't need this to solve my problems.
Sure, but you could sell it to somebody else for a good profit.
No, I couldn't. This is dented. It's clearly used. This is... I'm gonna get like 25 gold for this at most.
That's not true. Rina takes really good care of her weapons.
It's still what he says.
Wow, okay. So you're not open towards any deal at all?
Ma'am, this isn't a pawn shop. This is a well-established shop of magical goods. I don't need to cut deals.
At all?
No.
Well, you're no fun.
No, but I am a businessman, so...
A very poor one at that. And she leaves.
Not really.
Ignores you. Unless you have anywhere that you'd want to point out and go to. She would just make her way towards the tavern.
Okay. So, you guys head out after receiving this note, and start heading towards Sabine's Sabersmith.
Okay.
It's in this district. It's almost on the other side though, so it's going to take you guys a bit to get there.
Okay.
Probably a good 15, 20 minutes of walking. But make your way there, and it's not hard to spot at all. There are several anvils and forges on the outside of the shop. You see several dwarves working on these currently. There's a massive sign that says Sabine Sabersmith over a building that is actually shaped like a forge itself. The kind of middle section is all made of glass. Looking at it, it's a very thick glass, though. And there's a large, fully iron door that sits in the front where the forge door would be.
Yeah. Alright, I'll head in.
Sure. Yeah, as you guys kind of head in, none of the dwarves outside seem to give you any mind. The one closest to the shop kind of looks up as you're passing and gives you a little bit of a nod.
We'll nod back.
Hello, dwarf.
And as you head in, you see a dwarf behind the counter. His skin is very weathered. It's almost leathery. He's got a huge beard, fully white with a lot of gray streaks going through it, and slick back white hair. Again, gray streaks kind of randomly strewn throughout. He's currently kind of just waiting behind the counter. You hear him like yelling at one of the dwarves working in the shop as you enter, and you see that dwarf kind of picking up a bunch of stuff off the floor. Yes, hello. Can I help you?
Hello. I'm looking for some shop materials.
Oh, we have that.
Alright.
What?
She's gonna take out her two blades she has.
Okay.
Got these two now.
Aye.
You might see that one's a little sharper than the other.
Aye.
Do you think you can sharpen up the other one for me?
I'm gonna give you my
50 platinum.
What you're asking for involves some magical imbuement and
Fuck that guy.
won't come cheap.
How much?
If I really need something, I'll ask you for my
200 gold.
Seems fair.
Money.
money.
But yeah, we can do that for you.
I'd like to make them both equal, you know?
I understand. Yeah, leave it with me. Give me, say a few hours, probably 4 hours total,
Alright,
and I can definitely take care of that for you.
appreciate it.
Your name, lass?
Danika.
Okay.
And
I'm
yours?
Sabine, of course.
Sabine, of course.
But,
Thank you.
see you soon.
Alright.
Kind of once he's done dealing with her. Bad.
Right. Well, we should have a look at that note while we're waiting.
Should we?
Aye.
I was gonna save it for later.
Sure, whatever you like, it's your note.
I mean, I guess.
I'm just a bit curious myself, is all.
I don't want to look at it. But maybe I should. Alright. She opens it. We'll break the seal.
In the shop, are you guys leaving? What are you
I'll
doing?
head out.
Yeah, I'll head out and just kind of find maybe wander away from people.
Yeah, you're able to find a pretty empty alleyway off to the side. You guys kind of make your way in. The seal is made of a black wax, and the actual stamp on the seal is unmistakably your family's. You open it up, and it's written in Elvish. Inside it reads, Danika, she knows where you are. Please watch your step. She's sending out a strike team for you soon.
Shit.
And the note is signed off by Eldrin.
Eldrin. Does Balgrin know Elvish?
Do you know Elvish?
Nope. I certainly do not.
Thank you for the follow.
Yes, thank you.
Mr. D-Rock.
Oh, D-Rock.
I'm gonna... Katie, I'm gonna send you a quick message.
Okay.
But yeah, with that read...
I'm gonna read it without showing any emotion, as I do,
Okay.
towards Balgrin. And she knows.
Well, that didn't take long.
We need to be careful out here.
Yeah.
You know I was there for you and saved your life, but if you want out, you can get out whenever you like.
I'm an old man, Danika. What else have I got to do?
Alright?
Go retire and die alone? It's not for me.
She's powerful. I don't doubt that. So I need to tank up. I need to be ready.
We know a couple of capable mercenaries who might be able to help us, so watch our backs.
I don't want them
If only
to.
we knew
They're
someone
very
like
nice
that.
people.
People. One's a frog.
Hey! What's that supposed to mean?
You're not a person, you're a frog.
I have feelings!
Frog feelings.
Oh my god!
What do you mean frog people?
What do you mean them?
Alright,
I mean, if they're up to it, but
I mean, they're not just gonna...
this is big.
Alright. Well, assuming we get paid tomorrow,
We'll see.
maybe it's a job they could take.
We'll see. I don't want anyone getting hurt.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's on the table anymore at this point.
You got any fire spells? And she's gonna throw it out on the ground.
You want me to burn it? Alright. No, we'll light it up. Why not?
What are you gonna use?
Jeez. Can I like pull back on a spell?
Sure.
like a I don't know. Can I like
Like a small fireball.
Can I like start casting burning hands, but like not like launch it, just kind of light up both my
light a
hands and
finger.
just pick it up.
Yeah, I'll say you
I'll
can,
use a
you
spell
can
slot for that.
lightly control it. Yeah, you watch as he picks it up and puff of flame comes out from his hands and starts catching this note, which quickly flares up. The parchment, you haven't seen anything like this before. The flame from this parchment is burning purple.
Yeah, it's not me. It's not a thing I do.
Pretty.
And it kind of catches and quickly burns, and then you're left with ashes, which quickly get blown away by the wind.
Alright then.
I'll never get used to that fire.
Maybe to that tavern then. The leaky roof.
We'll call it a night.
The leaky cauldron.
Alright, head on a swivel then.
Yeah. Watch out.
Yeah. Keep my eyes peeled and look away to the leaky roof.
You guys would probably make it there first, seeing as you guys have to travel to another district first.
I'd like to inspect the diamond too that I'm holding.
Okay.
Maybe before we go there, is there any way I can... Do I have an idea what the value of that diamond might be? Or can I take it somewhere?
You could make me a check with your dwarven stone cutting.
Okay.
Say it's your proficiency plus intelligence.
Okay. 17.
You're not sure an exact value, but you know it's worth a good amount. You've never seen a diamond this big, and it's pretty damn well cut too.
Do I think it's worth at least 300 gold?
You think it's probably worth more than that, yeah?
Probably worth more than that. Okay. All right.
Okay. So you guys kind of make your way towards the leaky roof. As you get there, you see the front. It's pretty well kept. It looks. You're thankfully not seeing any leaks anywhere on any of this building, from the outside at least. The front is kind of met with windows that cascade inward, so you get kind of that slanted approach to an actual door. Stepping inside, you see the tavern is pretty well bustling. Most of the tables are filled up. You see a couple humans running around serving the tables. 2 males and a female. And behind the bar, you see a well-groomed, well-dressed bugbear tending the bar. What would you guys like to do?
Oh, this Witcher music. Thanks, CD Projekt Red.
I went with some Toussaint.
Toussaint.
Oh, actually, no. This is just Novigrad music. I lied to you. I lied to you.
This is fine. It works.
No, I mean, it's not changing. Yeah, what would you guys like to do?
I'll approach the innkeep bartender.
Okay.
We get a room for the night.
Oh, of course, my friend.
Alright.
1 room, 2 rooms. What are you looking for?
You got a room with a double bed, 2 beds.
I mean, double bed and 2 beds are 2 different things, but yes.
Right.
Yes, we can definitely do that.
Right.
That'll be a gold total.
Alright. I'll pay the man up front.
He'll give you guys a key, instruct you that it's up the stairs, all the way at the end on the right.
Alright.
Okay.
So we should, some food.
Yeah. Something to drink.
Alright. We'll hang out at the bar for a bit. Get some food.
Yeah, it'll be, depending on what you guys want to get, how Hamtaro you want to go with the food. It's going to be like a silver for a light meal and 5 for like a full meal.
I'll pay for the room and 2 full meals.
Oh, thank you.
Probably about this time you guys would arrive as well. Met with that same scene. You step inside, it's bustling. A few humans running around serving. 2 males and a female. Behind the bar you can see that bugbear, and sitting at the bar you can see the backs of your compatriots.
Go towards the bugbear.
Okay. Oh, hello! Can I help you?
Yes, room, please. For the night.
Yes. Yeah. How big of a room are you looking
Just
for?
1 single bed is fine.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be 1 gold.
Mawwanzi? One gold for the room tonight. It just tosses it out.
Catches it in midair. It's up the stairs, all the way down at the end on the left.
Okay. Do you serve food here as well?
Yes, we do. Are you
Mawwanzi,
looking-
what sort of food do you even like to eat?
Food.
Helpful, thank you. I suppose 2 assorted platters, if you could.
Are you looking for a lighter meal, or are you looking to fill up?
Fill up?
Food.
Fill up.
That'll be 5 silver each.
Mawwanzi?
You'll like reach out, and you don't really get past Rina, but he kind of extends his arm out, and it goes all the way past,
I
right
will
next to Mawwanzi.
purposely avoid his hand, like. 15 silver.
15 silver.
Yes.
Okay. 2 of it gets into his hand, the rest cascades to the ground.
Daddy.
Is that how you hand everyone money?
His skin is poisonous, so he
Got it.
can't
Sure.
touch.
He's gonna put the 2 silver on the counter, and then he's gonna get up and stand on the counter, and you'll see him reach all the way down and just kind of grab money from
Oh
the
my
floor.
I would have offered to help.
Yeah, he'd be fine with that.
Okay. So last room on the left,
Yes.
and
Food.
thank
The
you,
food's coming up.
thank you,
You're very welcome.
and go sit and reconvene with
two food.
Danika
2 food.
and Balric.
Oh, two platters?
2 for the frog, 1 for
2
me.
Okay. Okay.
Just vegetables for that one.
Okay.
Oh yes, I'm vegan.
So you guys will kind of sit back down together.
Mhm.
I'll let you guys RP however you want, and after a bit, food will come out.
Can I ask you guys something? Am I doing something wrong where people are just rude to me? Do I come off weird?
Did you lead with a ghost thing?
No, I didn't. Maybe I should have.
No. I mean, You're very sweet, I think.
You're a bit naive.
Thank you.
I don't mean that to be insulting.
How long were you raised by ghosts for?
Up until a few months ago.
Oh. I don't think people are very used to talking to people of the ghost realm.
Well, I'm not of the ghost realm.
Right.
I have so many questions.
Well, if you want, I would have answers.
I'm just eating. The food's here.
Food's not here
Food's
yet.
not here yet.
No.
How do you eat?
I'm not there.
Do you just like
I'm just in the
pop
jar.
out, grab something, dip back into the jar?
You'll see.
Okay.
Dip, I dip, you dip.
Anyway.
These ghosts, were they your family?
If you mean by blood, no. But a found family, yes. I consider them family for how they treated me and took me in.
How did you
Yeah.
come to be in their care?
I was a lot younger, and I don't remember much of it, but I was sold into slavery, and one night while the slavers were sleeping, I was able to go invisible, as you've seen me do, and escape the camp, and just ran into a nearby forest, and it felt like hours until I stumbled upon what felt like a relatively safe clearing and fell fast asleep, and when I woke, there were spirits watching me. And I later came to learn that it is a relatively well-known grove of the Guardians in don't remember the details. Hold on. In the oh no.
You can do it.
I don't know if I wrote it down here. In the Eldine Reaches.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks, ma'am. So, there are some dangerous parts of the forest there, but I was steered away from the darker areas and was raised primarily in the grove, as well as the... I can't read it because I'm not wearing my glasses.
Which part?
The Twilight something?
I don't even know where you're pointing. So.
It's to the left of the towering wood. The Twilight something.
The Twilight Demesne?
The Twilight Demesne. So, thanks.
Professional.
I don't remember my backstory. So I had a lot of contact with the spirits and some fey creatures towards the Twilight Demesne. So
That sounds
it's a
beautiful.
very strong, beautiful area, but not a lot of people dare to go there because it's a lot of things they don't understand that reside in the underbrush and the like. It just so happened I stumbled there and it changed my life.
So it wasn't bullshit.
No, it
I thought
wasn't.
it was a figure of speech.
No, actual ghosts. Yes, quite literal.
Wow.
Though the guardians are spirits of very old and very powerful druids and rangers that used to watch over the forest. So it's a very potent place of power.
It's very unique.
Yes.
Probably about this time the food all comes out. You guys have very large plates. There's a thick slab of meat. There's some rice next to it, and there's some sort of vegetable for the majority of you. You have a plate with various vegetables. You see like some carrots, some beets, some peppers. There's a good amount of like leafy greens as well.
Nice.
And then there's also some broccoli.
Broccoligus. Did you know broccoligus is a thing?
What's that?
Broccoli asparagus.
There's some of that too.
Oh!
Some evil science.
Yeah, the bugbear will kind of set it all down in front of you. And come back, leave for a second, come back with 2 more plates.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how.
Just leave it on the table.
Okay.
Thank
Put them
you.
down. Yep.
Mawwanzi, your food is here.
And then I'll jump down into a chair and literally just take like handfuls of things and just go.
Just picture every time you get out, you just like flop out like a like a
Like a
slug.
slug.
Snap on the ground and get out.
Just plap it all over the place. You know that video of the parrot that like flaps around on the ground?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just that sound, but frog.
Thanks. Thanks, I love it. So yeah. You're just shoving it all in your face.
Yeah. I'll like squat in the chair and then stand in the seat to grab another handful. Squat back down.
Okay. So yeah, you guys all.
Just stand the whole time.
Why would I stand?
Mm. So you don't have to do squats.
I'm a frog.
Alright.
These legs are made for squatting.
Oh god.
So you guys kind of dig in and enjoy your meal. It's very well done. The meat is like nicely smoked. The rice and the vegetables are all like very well seasoned as well. Yeah, chef's kiss indeed. And yeah, you guys just kind of dig in.
I will after we're done eating, at one point he thinks and goes, oh, I'm gonna take out 200 gold and slide 100 to each of you. Take out the diamond. I'm not entirely sure that's quite right, but it's in the ballpark. Your share of this.
You'll just see hands come up from the edge of the table.
I could use this for
Money.
if she was ever to, gods forbid, fall in battle, or anyone,
Money.
I might be able to cheat fate with this.
Oh, interesting. I've heard of something akin to that from the spirits, but I've yet to see it in person.
Well, I hope we never have to. But
Agreed.
it's better to be safe than sorry.
Yes. In case it wasn't clear, Mawwanzi has now the 100 gold plus the 50 platinum.
Yeah.
I gave him all of mine.
Yep.
Yeah.
I heard that.
My frog.
I heard that.
Money frog!
I'm not giving you any of it.
That's alright.
If I need something, I'll just ask him to front me some money. Technically, it's mine, but still.
I'm a sponsor. I sponsored the Ghost Child.
Thanks for tuning into Heretical Heroes, sponsored by Mawwanzi.
Does your Ghost Child need to go to college?
Oh.
Ask for a loan today.
Oh.
What?
Such a sore spot.
Oh.
So you guys kind of enjoy your meal, finish up.
Let's go to college. It's useful.
Oh my god.
It is.
Majors include
Ectoplasm.
Alright. We're
psychic
done with this bit.
intuition.
We're done with this bit.
And don't cross the streams anyway.
So you guys enjoy your meal. As you're wrapping up, the front door of the tavern kind of slams open, and a guy kind of drunkenly stumbles in, and he's got a couple people following him. He goes over to one of the empty tables, and as he does, he kind of yells out, "Who wants to play some cards then?" And you see another person or two kind of walk over to that table and whips out a deck of cards and they start kind of setting up. The two people that accompanied him don't seem to be sitting at the table. They just kind of stand imposingly behind him.
So inviting.
So trustworthy, wowee. Do either of you play cards?
Sure, I'm a
I'm
no
not very good.
Is that something like that normal?
An asshole walks into a bar shouting.
Pretty normal.
It's about right.
When you say it like that, yes, I suppose so. Mawwanzi,
No.
do you want to play cards?
Money.
Yes.
Could get money.
Money. I'm gonna take.
You could lose money. Yeah, it's
got a
not
good-
guaranteed
Have
to
you-
get more.
I feel like Mawwanzi might have a good poker face.
Money. I'm gonna take
Mostly
my new
because he
100
doesn't have a
gold
lot of facial
in like a little pouch
expressions.
and just like start wandering over.
Okay.
Want to just kind of move if there's an empty table closer, but not, and just so I can keep a close eye on the situation.
There's not an empty table, but there is some open wall space that you could definitely run against.
I'm just gonna like all cool like case up against the wall.
I would just
I don't know how to
ask.
play any card games.
I would just.
I don't know how to.
Have you already
actually play
sat
cards.
down?
I was on my way over.
Okay. I would have if he had sat down, I would have asked to just sit at the table but just watch, because I've never seen cards before.
Okay. So you kind of waddle over and jump up at the table. Danika, are you doing anything in particular during this?
No,
If everyone else
I'm
is?
just gonna be leaning up against the wall,
Okay.
kind of enjoying the entertainment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Frog playing.
Yeah, we're gonna kind of
cards.
like chit like I'll have a mug of ale, so it looks
Yeah,
like we're
like,
just
kinda
kind of
like-
chatting,
yeah.
but
Okay.
my eyes are on what's gonna transpire.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the drunk fellow and 3 other people at the table right now out of 6 chairs. So Mawwanzi kind of waddles over and just jumps up onto one of the chairs. The guy next to you, as you plop the gold on the table, just kind of jumps with the start. What in God's name are you?
Mawwanzi.
All right then. And yeah, they'll kind of play out the current round. They're playing some kind of poker. I'm not sure if you'd be familiar with it as Mawwanzi.
I believe the extent of Mawwanzi's knowledge of cards is that he has spied on travelers if they ever have to make camp.
Mhm.
I just sit up in a tree and have seen people play cards.
Okay.
But I know people lost and gained money.
I'll say you've got a very, very rudimentary grasp on it. You don't understand exactly how it works
Sure.
or any of the combinations
Yep.
really, but
I do have very high perception though.
yeah.
And I know cheating's a thing.
Yeah. And, yeah, you do know from your knowledge that high cards are generally good.
Okay. The ones that look like people.
It's people on these cards.
People on these cards.
Not frogs.
All right. So wow.
I leave.
Wow. Wow. Oh man, I wish I actually had a deck of cards right now.
I don't know how to
We
play,
have one
so.
in the shit drawer in the kitchen.
You want to go grab it quick?
No.
Okay. All right. So the round of cards ends, and they deal you 2 cards, and they start putting bets in. How much are you putting in?
How much did they put in?
They each put in 5 gold.
Let's
I'll
match.
just copy them.
Yeah,
Okay.
match the bet.
We'll say you got a pair of 6s.
Okay.
They kind of go around. The guy to the right of the drunkard immediately tosses his cards in. The drunkard and the other 2 keep playing, and they throw in another. The drunkard throws in 10 gold. The guy to his left matches, and the guy to your right folds. Throw in 10.
Oh.
So second. Just making sure I keep track of the
Riveting
money.
stuff.
Do you want me to get cards? I can handle the cards if you want.
I kind of want to actually play cards right now.
I don't actually know how to play cards.
Mawwanzi doesn't know. Cameron doesn't know.
So they'll flip another few cards in the center of the table. You see one more 6. And the drunkard throws in 25 gold.
Where are we at total now? 5, 10,
25,
15, and 25.
10, 20, 30,
So 40?
so 55.
I'm gonna try and catch Mawwanzi's eye.
I thought it was 5, 10, and then 25.
Can you see his
sorry,
cards from where you're at?
80.
Oh, I don't
80.
know. I don't know. I don't know.
They threw in, there was 5
Oh,
each from all
total
of you.
from each person.
Yeah.
I mean my total.
Oh,
Like
your
each
total,
person.
you've thrown in
6s.
40,
5,
right?
10. Yes, you've
If I
thrown
do
in
the
40.
25.
Yeah.
Alright, which I do.
Okay.
What were you saying?
I said I just remembered. I don't know you have stick. Anyway, can I see Mawwanzi's cards in his hand from where I am?
Make me a perception check.
Okay.
It probably wouldn't be too hard to look over my head or over my
Yeah,
shoulder.
27.
Yeah, you definitely see his cards.
Awesome.
Something like this, and like the top of my head is
Uh-huh.
like in line with them. So, and I'm like 2.5 feet tall. I mean, anyone behind me would be able to see.
So the guy to the left of the drunkard throws his cards in at the 25 gold. And they flip the last card, and it's another 6.
666.
Okay.
That's
and
Satan.
then
It's
he'll
not.
kind of knock on the table.
I'm gonna cast sending
Okay.
to Mawwanzi.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, and just hear a voice in your head. My voice say, "Put as much gold as you can in that pot right now."
What components does something have?
I imagine
That's a good question.
I have individual pouches of the amounts of gold I've gotten, besides like loose stuff would go all the same. So Rina's 50 platinum is in one pouch, and I just put that up there
Verbal somatic and material.
with the 100
Oh,
bag.
goodness.
Like
It's only a
How
piece
much
of
is
wire,
in
though.
there?
Just a
Okay.
little piece of copper wire.
Yeah.
80
50 gold,
platinum.
50 platinum. You've got to be shitting me.
I did say to put as much money as
There's no way. There's no way. They'll kind of lean on the table and stare at you.
Uh oh. Suspicious.
Give me an insight check.
Me?
Yeah.
Uh oh.
Money.
It's not bad. Oh shit, I forgot. I'm insightful as fuck. 24.
24.
Oh.
You've been around drunkards a
Yeah,
lot,
wisdom.
being a dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
This man is playing drunk. He is definitely not drunk.
Ah.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Interesting. Okay.
Plot thickens.
He was very good at acting it out until that amount was put on the table. And
Sure, rattled them a little
Yeah.
bit.
Then, what do you have, Frog?
Do I know this is when I put it down?
You don't know.
Did he match like?
No, he still hasn't done anything.
Okay.
Money.
Well, I can see that. What are your cards? He kind
Are
of
you-
starts grilling you.
Am I am I actually sitting there?
No, you.
I think you're nearby.
Because I had asked if I could sit at the table to watch.
Oh, they wouldn't let you sit at the table to
But
watch,
nearby?
but nearby you could.
Could Rina just be like, aren't you not supposed to ask that? Isn't what?
You're a wise one, you are. Oh. And he's gonna just throw his cards in.
I copy.
He did not call your bet at all. So, yeah.
I don't know.
And he'll are you throwing your cards face up?
They were giving me face down, right?
Yeah.
No, I put them face down.
It's the right play. That's good. You don't have to show him.
Yeah. Kind of push the pot your way. Take it then.
Money. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
As you kind of go to pull it away, double or nothing.
I'll just take it. I don't know what that means.
Yes,
So you would
Mawwanzi.
get 45, 50, 55, 60, 65 gold from that.
Okay.
It's easy. You can have a swamp in no time.
Yeah. Especially because I'm gonna give him my 10,000.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Rina doesn't care about gold.
Wow.
Swamp life. Nice. Nice.
What?
Good meeting. Good meeting. And with that hand kind of have gone through, doesn't seem to be rearing up to deal another one.
And then I'll jump down to start walking away.
Okay. Everyone else leave as well?
My giant pouch.
Yeah, I'll sit back at a table.
Okay.
I'll join him.
I got my eyes on the two goons too.
Okay.
I'm worried about those goons. I hate goons.
They come over to rough me up and they're just immediately poisoned.
Are you leaving as well? Going with
I'll
Mawwanzi?
stick with Mawwanzi, yes.
Okay. As you guys kind of settle into your table, you see them playing cards again.
Not bad.
Money.
Not bad for your first time.
Yes, Mawwanzi, that was very good.
Oh.
Indeed.
It's a candle.
Mawwanzi is the table. So yeah, you guys kind of just hang out for a bit longer and then settle in for the night. If you guys want to RP a little more, you're more than welcome to, or we can just fast forward a bit.
I guess the only thing is if we went upstairs together, if Rina would have just been like, oh, our room is across from yours. I'll set the pot down somewhere in the room wherever you want it.
Just scramble in there.
In the interest of disclosure, there might be some unsavory folk looking for the pair of us.
Me. Looking for me.
Did you do something?
I have not done anything yet. My past is dark. My family resides in the Underdark. And things have happened there that I will not speak of yet, but some people have interest in pursuing me and taking me out. And the two of you are very, very nice, and I don't want you tangled up into something that you haven't consented to or don't have knowledge about.
Well, I can't speak for Mawwanzi, but part of my job as a Knight of Myth Draenor is to protect those that need help protecting themselves. So,
Well,
regardless of if we're friends or not, if you needed help, I would aid you.
Just wanted you to be aware that I can't imagine anything would happen so soon, but if we're all staying in this inn, just sleep lightly, I suppose.
Just be aware of your surroundings.
I guess we could probably take watches in our room. Maybe barricade the door just in case.
And perhaps we'll see how tomorrow goes and how much gold we actually receive, but perhaps we might have more work for you if you're interested in more gold.
money.
Mawwanzi does like money. And honestly, I would much rather help you two out than help out somebody at a mercenary company that can't even pay us. So
That's true.
We'll see how the morning goes, I suppose, and figure out what our next move is.
Yeah.
all right.
Tomorrow's payday.
Friday's payday.
All right, and now I'll retire. Is it
Yes.
even evening? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you guys have kind of passed enough time to,
Cool.
to make it evening.
all right.
So yeah, you guys kind of settle in for the night. You mentioned something about watches.
Yeah, I think if Mawwanzi was okay with it, they would just split their night in half.
Okay.
Just to make sure everything's copacetic.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go to sleep in my jar, probably.
Alright then. Keep your secrets. Then she would probably at least.
We could coordinate. I mean, coordinate something if you wanted to. I don't know. It might be best.
Yeah.
Well, also, I don't think. I think probably the dead of night would be the ideal time to do something. So I could
How
always take a nap and wake up and.
Big
then
are
take
these
another
rooms?
Decent size. They're probably about, say, 8 by 8.
8 by 8 feet?
Oh. And we're across from each other?
Okay, then.
Or no, sorry, way bigger than 8 by 8.
Yeah,
Jeez.
8 by 8's small.
That's
Like
12 by 12 is usually like a
yeah,
standard room
yeah,
size.
12 by
Alright.
12. Sorry.
Perhaps we just keep the door open then.
Keep it open.
I mean, it's not. I don't think a lock is going to keep these people out. That way we could have a
Well-
line of communication.
We could always just ask the innkeeper to switch our rooms into a bigger one for all of us.
If that's an option.
Might be easier and a little bit more safe than keeping a door open.
Yeah.
Sure.
Warning.
What?
Magic.
Have I seen that before?
Are you holding up?
My short bow of warning.
I mean, you've seen the short bow.
What do you mean, magic and warning?
No surprise.
No surprise. Well, that's helpful.
I will create an area where if anyone trespasses beyond this, I will know. And I'll be on attack. I can only do about 20 feet around us. So maybe a bigger room. But again, I don't want you to be subject to attack where I am.
I don't mind, and as far as I see it, you would be the one more likely getting hit than me, so
For sure.
it's not really risking my neck entirely. Do you want to ask about switching rooms, or?
Inquire.
Alright.
Would anyone understand what a warning enchantment is?
No, I don't know what you mean.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know shit about arcane magic.
whatever you guys want.
We're
to
level
infer
6,
from
I
the
don't know.
Description of that, but yeah, no. I generally people don't know like weapon enchants like that.
Sure.
So yeah, whatever you guys want to actually infer from him
Yeah.
saying.
I think
no
Rina
surprise
would
involved.
probably say, yeah, like.
I also
think
did
that-
say warning magic.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So probably insinuate that it would definitely alert us if something were to happen, but no farther than that.
I was just curious if anyone would like know what it is, but
I
if
don't know.
not, then yeah, it's fine.
No.
I don't think so.
No, no.
Something new. Yeah.
Alright, I guess I'll go downstairs
Sure.
and talk to the bugbear.
Yeah, he's sitting behind the bar currently. He's right now serving a person, so you're gonna have to wait a little bit.
That's
But
fine.
yeah.
And take a look around the room.
You looking for anything in particular, or just kind of spending time?
Kind of people watching, looking out for stand out-ish characters.
Alright, give me a perception check.
I get those at advantage. That was a scary roll. 19.
19. As you're looking around, you realize that Drunkard only has one of his goons with him now. The other one is MIA.
Alright. Keep note of it, but I don't care too much, so.
After a good minute of interacting with the customer, the bugbear will come over. Can I help you with something?
Yes. My friends and I rented some rooms upstairs, the ones at the far end.
Yeah,
left and right.
the frog, right?
Yes, but also the drow and dwarf.
Oh, right. Yes, yeah.
We were wondering if it could be relatively simple to switch both of our rooms to one bigger one that we could all share.
I'm afraid the only room size I have bigger is very unfurnished.
What do you mean?
It's the basement.
Oh.
If that is really what you want, we could move some beds down there, but it would take some time to prepare it.
I don't want to make any decisions for the group, but I will be back with an answer shortly.
Okay. I'll be here.
She'll march back upstairs.
Okay.
Let them know. Basement is the only other option.
I'm used to roughing it. Why don't we just pile in one?
Feel a little bit like home.
I'll take and we could just pile into one bedroom as well.
Room,
I'll
okay.
sleep on the floor.
Are you afraid of spiders?
I mean,
No, I am boggins now.
I could always just move my bed into your room if there's room, and Mawwanzi sleeps in this jar,
It's like
so...
late night at the
Let's
inn, we're
pack
like,
in.
just pulling furniture.
Has it on her shoulder like this. It's 2 in the morning and
Moving stuff
everybody wakes
around.
up just
Yep.
scraping on the
Got our
floor.
own for activities now.
Sleepover.
Oh, slumber party.
Yeah, why don't we just, I'm gonna take the pillows and whatnot and like Hobbit style, make it look like we're in our beds.
Okay.
Oh.
Crash on the floor in
Oh.
that room.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
That's good.
Yeah.
Alright.
Give me a performance check.
Sure.
Make it convincing.
Sure. Natural 20.
Nice.
They come to life.
They're breathing. It's like,
The pillows are actually mimics.
Oh no.
It's so funny.
Yeah, the benevolent mimic.
They're like, hey, buddy, no problem.
We got you.
We got this,
We
friendo.
got you, pal.
Okay. So you guys all pile into the room at the left at the end of the hall.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'll
we-
sleep on the floor. I'm not gonna disrupt you there.
There's only one bed.
I don't mind sleeping on the floor either. I have a bedroll, so I'm used to sleeping out on the ground in the middle of the woods.
Mawwanzi has the bed.
He has
Yeah.
a
I'm in the
jar.
jar.
He's stewing in his
Just
pot right
Just
now.
off in the corner. I'm just like,
It echoes in the jar. Do you want the bed?
No. I mean, maybe underneath the bed
Sure.
for me.
If you want, I could lay on top of the bed.
under everything.
Yeah. Sounds nice.
Not just the dark.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys all pile into that room.
Do we want to take watches?
Nice.
Sure. All right.
And I will cast my alarm, which lasts for 8 hours.
Nice.
Around
I'm
our
going
room.
to warning, and then I'm just gonna close my lid and go to sleep.
believe he's going to fire a warning shot.
Yes, I'm not sure what he means by warning.
It'll probably take the first time it happens. I get it.
Okay, so you guys start kind of settling in. After about, I'll say it takes probably a good 5-10 minutes to prep your room and then head over, and probably another 5 minutes of like settling things and then getting ready.
Is there a window?
There is 2 windows.
2 windows.
Great.
And the door.
Skylight.
And the door, yes.
We could always barricade the door with a bed.
We might be being a bit paranoid. I don't want you to think someone's coming in the night for sure
Yeah.
or anything. It's just...
I mean, risk to your life is not something to trifle with.
Sure.
Doesn't hurt to be cautious. And I could just move it so the foot is slightly in front of the door so it would at least prevent them for a little while. Though the windows are
Just imagine
problematic.
Mawwanzi
Yeah.
sleeping in the lid going,
Good. Okay. So, probably about midway through that conversation, you guys are going to hear a knock on the door.
I never told the guy. Oops. I'll go answer and just like kind of step in the way of line of sight and just say like, look out.
Yeah, it is the bugbear at the door.
Alright.
Are you
Oh,
needing that those
I'm-
beds move?
I'm sorry, no. It's fine, thank you.
Okay.
The group decided to just stay in our rooms.
Okay.
Thank you though. I apologize.
Yeah, no, it's no problem at all. I hope you have a wonderful rest.
Betty.
Thank you.
Just
Just close the door before he can see Mawwanzi aiming at it.
Well, he as soon as he like gets that answer from you and you guys say your goodbyes, he just leaves.
Can I open the door and look out and just watch him as he leaves?
Yeah, he just kind of lumbers down and goes down the stairs.
Cool. Super chill.
The big bugbear swagger.
Yeah, no, it is like his
Not the lizard.
his hands are almost touching the ground. What did we say that was?
The lizard
Yeah.
that runs on water.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was,
yeah.
what was the
it was
context?
Jen La.
It was a chat.
Good. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll kind of go back downstairs. Yeah. As he's not behind the counter, you get a much better look at him. He's extremely tall. He's almost as tall as you. And his hands are almost touching the ground from just standing height.
What?
Yeah.
Is that normal?
Linky boys.
Maybe a little longer than normal.
Maybe.
Their arms just flop around.
Flop around.
Bugbears
Yeah.
are terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, is that Slender Man?
Oh,
But beefy
And hairy.
and
And has a
berry.
face. And doesn't look like Slenderman at all. Aside from the dimensions.
Anywho.
Anywho, so yeah, he heads out. And yeah, you turn around, close the door. Mawwanzi, you're still aiming currently.
It's fine. It's fine. No baddies. Good job though.
Alright, what do you guys want to do about watch?
I will take the first one. Why not?
I'll take the middle.
I'll take the last.
Alright. And Mawwanzi can sleep the whole time.
Sleep.
Can we get a full night's rest with 3 of us?
Yeah.
Stretching it out?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So, you guys settle in for the night.
Yes.
And before we jump into that, we're actually going to take a short break, guys.
Oh.
So we will be back in about 10 minutes, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
10 whole minutos.
We'll be back.
of them.
And we are back. We are back. So, you guys are settling in for the night. Balric is taking first watch, and then it is Danika, and then Rina. So, Balric, give me a perception check.
Alright.
Everyone else kind of settles in. You're taking the bed, and then you're on the floor?
Underneath the bed.
You're underneath the
Yeah.
bed. Okay.
I'll be on the bed.
Okay.
And if anybody tries to stab the bed, they have to get through my brain.
The bed is very close to you.
Okay.
It sinks down pretty far.
Just try to be cozy in there.
15 perception.
Okay. You hear nothing on your watch. And you kind of pass it. But was it split up 3 ways? It's like 2.5 hours roughly.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2.5 hours go by, and you're like, oh, okay. Next. And so you wake up Danika.
Yep.
You gotta kind of scramble under the bed a little bit to wake her up.
Okay.
But, yep, you get woken up, and 'tis your watch now.
Okay.
So why don't you give me a perception check? Where are you sleeping while this is happening?
I don't know. Just next to the bed, I suppose.
Okay.
18.
18?
Yes.
Okay.
Which way does the door close? You don't mind?
Usually it swings into the
inward.
room.
Into the room?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like prop against my back to the door.
Okay.
Door jam.
Yeah, human door jam.
My lovely dwarven doorstop.
Ooh, where'd you get the door
Stab
stop?
right through the door.
Oh god.
Dwarven Depot.
Okay.
That was really bad. I'm sorry.
So,
Yeah, only home runs.
what'd you get? An 18?
18.
Okay.
Most
You
of mine
hear
are.
nothing.
Okay.
About midway through your watch, though, even though you hear nothing, the door suddenly gets forced inward.
Oh my god.
You like folded.
Knocked over.
Yeah,
Okay.
you awake with a start as this
Shoves me.
door just kind of shoves you inward. I need to read that quick.
What?
1 second, apologies. As the door kind of bursts open, Danika,
Yeah.
you see nothing.
Oh. Oh.
Oh man.
Wonderful.
Self-opening doors again.
Can I?
Did you do thaumaturgy?
I was just gonna say.
Would this wake us up?
You be woken up.
What am I looking up?
He's a dwarf. He just kind of rolls over.
If it wakes me up,
Wake me up inside.
if I can get my senses about me, I immediately want to cast Thaumaturgy and slam it shut.
Okay.
As you're like laying slightly face down. on the
Yeah,
ground.
just like close it because I don't know what that was. I'm gonna. That's if
Okay.
what happens before, that's fine.
It's gonna take you a second to get your senses about you.
That's fine.
You guys make me perception checks at disadvantage.
Disadvantage, that means I get a straight roll.
Well, do you have your shield strapped to you?
No.
Then it's gonna be a disadvantage.
But I guess that means none of us have armor on either.
Do you sleep in your armor?
No. You shouldn't, or else you don't get.
Exactly.
Right.
Did you get?
19.
Okay.
Polarizing. Rolled in that one.
Okay. Rina stays dead asleep. Mawwanzi, you wake up as Danika shouts out something. You come to, pop out of the jar. There's an open doorway with no one inside. The door suddenly slams shut as you see, as it does, Balgren's hand kind of is raised up.
Nice.
And, yeah.
I will,
Maybe.
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self on myself, but only just my, like, I'm just gonna look like an ordinary wood elf
Okay.
right now.
Sorry. My asthma is really bad.
Can I grab my staff and shield? I'm not armored.
Like cast shield?
No, I'm sorry. Can I grab my staff and my shield?
Oh, sure. You'd have to like imagine. Oh,
I assume we're not. Yeah, we're not armored because it's the middle of the night. But
yeah. I imagine you'd have kind of everything stored against the bed.
Close.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah,
I
so you'd
guess
have to,
I'd
like,
reach for
cross
my
the
blade.
Within arm's reach.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to try and do that if I
Okay.
can.
And I'd
At
reach for my
least.
blades as well.
Okay.
And just try to look around, see if I can sense anything. Oh, actually, I want to do my primeval awareness and see if I can sense any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead.
Okay. You sense
Get
none of
'em.
that.
Okay.
It's a dragon.
Yeah.
You sense 5 dragons.
Imagine 5 dragons.
As you guys are kind of like scrambling around trying to see what's going on, you'll see the doorknob turn again, and then the door gets kind of ripped open, and you hear footsteps running out of the room.
What?
I shoot.
Oh my god.
Just at the doorway.
Give me an attack roll disadvantage.
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire in the direction.
Okay.
I'm a jumpy.
Dex save,
motherfucker.
right?
Nobody heard me. All right.
Yes.
I did. You can have it.
Yes, Dexterity
What?
saving throw.
Okay. Actually, hey,
That's
yeah.
really low.
Sorry, chat.
really
I just
low.
yawned without covering my mouth.
How are we
Steve,
So
doing?
gross.
9.
was it 9?
9.
Yeah. You see nothing else.
Okay.
I kind of like this is kind of the first instance of inspiration going out. I prefer it playing out like bardic inspiration almost, because like you get so many things where you get advantage from random shit.
Yeah.
I'd rather DM inspiration actually just be able to be tacked on, unless anyone has issue with that.
What do you mean?
So like the DM inspiration would be like an extra D8 to the roll of your choosing, instead of advantage.
Okay, whatever you want to do. It's your call, man.
Okay.
Well, I rolled pretty good anyway. So 18.
18?
Yeah.
Okay. You see the arrow stop midair and then disappear around the corner.
Oh.
Con save.
Does not make it.
Ooh. I imagine it's not a surprise because he knew we were in the room. Did he know I was in the room?
Yes.
Damn, I was ajar. Oh wait, he was in it while the door was closed again, so he would see me pop
But
up.
the door is ajar.
The door is ajar.
Oh no.
Alright.
That was pretty good.
Ooh.
7 poison.
7 poison.
And my bow. Where's my bow? 6 piercing.
Okay.
Sorry, 10 piercing. I forgot to add mine.
Okay. You hear kind of a ooh
7.
as he runs out.
Is there no individual that appears from that?
Batty! Batty!
No.
Oh, she would wake up instantly.
Yes. From that you wake up, but no individual appears.
I would probably hear the audible noise that they.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Maybe
try
it's
to run around the corner and.
Your ghost ancestors, I shot them.
I'm gonna cast light.
Go.
So we can see better.
Rina's like groggily coming awake and like slapping around for her shield, trying to grab like her warhammer as well.
Yeah, I'd probably just like dart around the corner and see if I run into something. With my blade.
Sorry, run that by me again.
Around the corner and see if I like can run into something down the hall.
You do not run into anything
Yeah.
as you round the corner. Give me a perception check though, as you're kind of desperately looking around for
15.
15. You do see a infrequent trail of blood going down the hall.
I will follow it.
Yeah, at this point, I'd like to try and trail her. She runs off like a maniac,
Okay.
like an unsafe maniac. Try and keep up.
I just realized that I'm a poison frog that throws darts.
The poison dart.
The fuck you mean? You just realized it. Oh my god. I realized that 2 weeks ago.
This isn't even his final form.
Wow.
I'm actually 3 frogs.
What do you evolve into?
I don't know any frog Pokemon. I
He's
can't.
5 tadpoles masquerading in a frog outfit.
Good.
All right.
Okay, so you chase after this
Yes.
figure, rip roaring and ready to go.
Yes.
Did I see them bother to put on armor or anything?
Nope.
No.
You guys wouldn't have had enough time to.
It takes time.
Right, yeah.
And
So I would have like grabbed my shield and my warhammer
Okay.
and followed after them.
Okay.
But no, sans armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate it.
What are you doing?
I'm in the jar.
Just
You're
chilling in the jar?
than us.
Yeah.
Let's go without armor.
Take it off, though, right?
Mawwanzi,
Yeah. That's a good idea.
let's go.
You can actually take off your armor.
Yeah.
Thanks to D&D Beyond.
D&D.
Are you actually leaving, or are you going?
Yeah.
Okay. So you start chasing after this
Yeah.
this figure.
Or
You
the
can see
trail or
running.
whatever.
Yeah. You can see the
Down
blood kind of
14.
lead down the stairs into the main
Hey, mine's
portion
higher
of the
now.
tavern. It's very empty at this time of night. You're
just
wearing
always
the
wearing your
very
armor?
early hours of the
No.
morning.
Do you not
it's
have
The
10 plus
bugbear
dex.
is still behind the
If you're not
counter.
wearing armor.
Oh.
And he kind of like points at the main door, which is slightly ajar at this point.
Okay.
It seems to be like just barely closing again.
He does point though. Like,
Yeah, that's where you went. I'll head that way,
Okay.
out the door.
You tear out of the door, and I need perception checks again. Were you guys chasing after them? Okay. Yep. You
15 again.
18. Okay.
15.
We roll.
15.
Yes.
Okay. Continue.
natural 20.
Oh shit! All right.
28.
I feel like we're trading.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be next.
This is the good dice
Yeah,
tonight.
fucking right. I think I've rolled one nat
Are we
20
rolling?
this entire campaign.
You guys nothing yet.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys kind of get to the bottom of the stairs, and the bugbear's like, they went outside. And you kind of run out after them.
Can I insight the bugbear?
Sure.
I was thinking that.
Come on, frogman.
Where did my thing go?
You pick up the blood trail,
Ride him,
heading
space
to
frogman.
the left.
I'll go towards it.
Dirty 20.
30-20. He seems to be telling the truth.
But yeah, I'm gonna race after her
Okay.
as fast as I can. I'm slower than her, but I'm just trying to keep
Your little
up.
legs.
Good.
Me too, man.
So Danika, I'll say you're probably about 10 feet in front.
Oh.
Yeah, putting
Okay.
more and more distance in between you and
And what
Balric
do I
as you go.
see now?
What do you see now?
Yeah.
We
It's-
just picked up the jar.
You're still following the blood trail. It's
No.
going straight for a while.
I'm slurred.
Okay.
After a good bit, it turns into an alleyway. But at the point where it turns into an alleyway, you've probably put about 15, maybe 20 feet in between you and Balric. You guys would be chasing after them and would see
How far away are we from them?
from them.
From like Danika specifically.
From Danika, you're probably about 40 feet. From Balric, you're probably about 20.
And then I'd be 15 to 20 behind her.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm going to instantaneously cast Find Steed. And very quickly summon my ancient Grove Guardian elk looking thing that's just
Cool.
covered in a bunch of like moss and gnarled roots
awesome.
and stuff like that. And hop on, tell Mawwanzi to get on, and bolt in that direction.
Okay.
And then probably try to yank up Balric to help him out.
All right.
I need to add stuff.
Okay. We'll say by the time you get to the alleyway, in that case, they're probably
An
still a
ancients
good
thing?
15 feet
Yeah.
behind you.
Yeah. By the time I get to the
It's a paladin
alleyway,
thing.
I'm gonna scream, "Show
10 minutes
yourself!"
casting.
No, it's a 10-minute
Uh,
last time. It's an
So, all
instantaneous
right, you see the
cast.
blood kind of, it's getting a little faster. The trail,
Oh, yeah,
it kind of
because we
like
had that issue
drips
in my-
down
Oh,
the street,
casting time
and then you
10
see it
minutes
go
and
into
then
the alleyway.
duration
So
instantaneous.
where are you currently?
Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
It lasts for as long as he's alive, pretty much. That's what it
It's
is.
Then
like
why
a
would they
short,
say
like a
duration
narrow
instantaneous?
alleyway.
It's pretty narrow.
That's such weird
I don't know
wording.
why.
It is
they-
weird.
It's probably a good 7, maybe 8 feet wide.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
I flipped the times. I
Well,
thought it was
There
a...
is no elk.
Yeah, there is
Takes
no
10
elk.
minutes to summon it.
Oh,
It said
that was the issue
it
we
said
had in our
duration
campaign. We were like,
instantaneous, so
"Oh,
I
I know,
thought
it
it
is
meant...
Speed if things go
Oh.
wrong, and then we
Yeah.
got there, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh no!"
Okay, so yeah, you guys are that distance then. You're about 20 feet behind Danika, and you're about 20 feet behind them, or behind Balric, and then 15 feet. So you're about 55 feet away.
I would have told you to hop on me, just not touch my skin.
If you're
I'm gonna
in
try
like,
to duck
sleeping clothes,
into
that'd be hard.
the shadows of the alleyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. As you
Just-
step into the alleyway,
Yeah. Uh-oh.
yep. You see a huge stick suddenly appear, like a 2x4 almost,
Yeah.
and it just smacks you right in the face.
Oh no.
You're gonna take
Solid maneuver.
7 bludgeoning damage,
Shit.
and you're knocked prone. As you see a fairly large, brutish figure appear. He's in very dark leathers, and he's completely bald.
Huh.
Very, very pale skin as well. Not like see through or anything, but just
Okay.
very pale. And you recognize him as one of the goons of the drunkard. Immediately after he does that, he takes off again down the alleyway.
I'm gonna cast a Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
And
Nice.
Balgren, you probably see Danika get knocked on her ass.
But I don't see this guy at all. Huh?
No. She kind of stepped into the alleyway and then
Gotcha.
got knocked
Okay.
back.
Close.
I'm just gonna run and try and pick her up, or try and like orient her as fast as I can.
Okay.
I'd probably in a rage try to get out and just keep running.
Okay.
Sure.
That's fine. I'm not gonna try to hold
Okay,
you.
I was wondering if you
I just
would.
want to know like what's going on.
I'm just gonna tell him, pale guy. And who did you say was? She recognized him
One
as?
of the
One of the goons of the drunkard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and so in that case, I would tell him, one of the drunkards from earlier the night.
Hunter's Mark gives you advantage on tracking him?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you give me...
Don't you know the location of?
I don't think so. I think that's like higher levels, I believe. Advantage on survival checks to find it. But yeah. You can maintain your concentration at higher levels up to like 8 hours, so that would like make you like really easy to find it. But I don't. I'm trying to think of like what. There is a spell I think that like tells you where
At
something
this point,
is.
I
Probably
could have sworn
about
it was
20
Hunter's
feet.
Mark.
Yeah.
15 and 20 feet.
What
Yeah.
is that?
Could I jump
Locate
onto Rina
person.
and then like jump off her
Something?
onto the next person? Because my long jump is 25 feet from a standing position.
The way movement is worded, you're only going to be able to move up to your movement each time.
Sure.
So it
Just 25.
essentially would be the same thing, but you could jump. But yeah, with that whole situation with Danika kind of being knocked down, you guys are quickly closing the gap, and you could definitely jump onto Rina if you would like.
He doesn't want to.
Okay.
Well, I was just trying to catch up. Yeah, whatever.
So are you running still?
Yep.
Okay. As you kind of stand up, you catch up to Danika. You don't see him down the alley anymore. So why don't you give me a survival check?
Sorry, it's perception or survival.
Is it either or?
Yeah,
Okay,
either
so
or.
Whichever one you'd like to pick.
24.
24?
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, you quickly pick up this blood trail as it goes down the alley and kind of weaves into a side alley. You see
Okay.
it weave into a separate side alley.
I'm gonna follow as closely as I can and just try to tackle him
Okay.
if I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say after going into a couple side alleys, Balrin, you're hot on her heels but quickly losing ground.
Okay.
How much is your movement speed?
30.
All right, mine's the same.
Yeah. So you'd be catching up to Balrin, and you'd
Yeah.
probably be
Passing
close
him.
to, if not on him at this point. You'd probably be about 20 feet behind them, given everything. But Danika, as you kind of weave between alleys, you catch up to him after he dips into yet a third side alley. And why don't you give me an athletics check to tackle him to the ground?
Ooh. 7.
Okay. You kind of leap off the ground and try to just grab him, and he kind of hears you coming and quickly dodges to the side, and you crash to the ground. And he just keeps going.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're gonna get up and just keep going,
Try.
and probably
Yeah.
you guys would catch up to Danika.
Okay.
How far away is he?
He's 15 feet away at this point.
And at
Bonus
that point-
action Misty Step in front of him if I can
Oh,
see
yeah.
it.
You're not gonna be able to do in front of him, but you can get like next to him.
Because I can't see what's in front of him.
No, because he's running still. So he's 15 feet away, so you'd be like on top of him, but not in front of him.
I can teleport 30 feet away.
Oh, is it 30 feet?
Yeah.
I thought it was 15.
It's 30 feet.
Misty Step? No, it's 30.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, definitely you could do that.
I would like to teleport in the direction of where he's going.
Okay. And he kind of hard stops.
I want to immediately grab for him.
Okay. Give me an athletics check. Yeah, you guys see Rina disappear from next to you and reappear down the alley in front of him. And he just kind of immediately skids a bit. He stumbles a little bit, but he's able to stop.
Why do I bother
right
playing
before Rina.
D&D?
I mean, what'd you get?
It almost was a 20, but it is in fact a 7.
Okay. You go to grab for him, and he's able to kind of duck under you, and he starts climbing up a wall.
I need
When
to
I can,
burn all of my dice.
I'd like to try and cast Fairy Fire
Okay.
on him.
Okay.
No.
I'd like
It
to
has a
shoot
60-foot range, so if I'm still within 60 feet.
Yep. That lands on him. He fails the dex save, so he is glowing super
Perfect.
hard, and you can shoot
Okay.
him.
I can shoot him? Cool.
With advantage.
Advantage?
Fairy Fire.
Really? I was forgetting about that part, I guess. Oh.
It's real good.
19.
Okay, you hit him.
And that's sneak attack too, because the advantage gives you sneak.
Con save fails.
Really?
Yep.
This guy's got a bad constitution,
Yeah,
apparently.
rolling low on the con saves.
Instead of natural 20s every single
Yeah.
time.
Rolling high on all the other saves. So.
Fucking tiger. Alright, so what is that? 26 damage.
Okay. You guys see the arrow kind of fly out and plant right in this guy's ass as he's trying to climb up the wall. You gotta walk halfway up, and then comes crashing to the ground on his back. He's groaning heavily. He's looking rough, but he is not unconscious.
Can I walk over and put my foot down on his chest?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Or hustle over, rather. Not walk.
It's so much cooler if you walk.
Yeah.
And there's our smuchness. Yeah, you kind of walk over and just plant your foot directly on his chest.
Mm-hmm. Press down a little bit. Thanks for the follow, that emo kid.
Thank you. Okay, so you guys have this larger fellow currently on the ground. Rina's got her foot on him.
I would lower my warhammer as well.
Okay.
Close to his dangly bits.
Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa.
You're going to stay right here.
Okay.
And if you try to leave, I will make you hurt.
Okay.
Just wait for them to show up.
Okay. Yeah, they're quickly up behind you guys.
I'm gonna jump on the ladder.
There's no ladder.
Who's he climbing?
Just the wall.
Wall.
Oh. I jump on the wall.
Okay.
As soon as
Keep-
I
keep my bow pointed at him.
As soon as I catch up to them with him on the floor, I'm just gonna scream in his face and ask, "What are you doing? What is your business in our room?"
Oh,
What's wrong with you?
me?
Yes.
Well, I was the distraction.
For what?
You'll find that out later.
Are you threatening?
Oh, no. Not at all. I wouldn't dare.
I'm gonna press my foot and the warhammer on his dangly bits down a little bit more. Tell us what you mean, or I will make sure
What?
that you will be crushed to bits.
Don't.
Tell us.
Don't! Move your foot, and I'll tell you.
Pressing more.
Actually. Passes out.
Oh.
That's fine. 1 point of lay on hands, bring him back.
I can do this all.
What do you want to know?
What do you mean she will find out later?
All of your gold's gone.
What are you talking about?
I was the distraction.
I shoot
Dummies.
him in the face.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Give me an
You want
attack
attack
roll.
roll?
Yeah.
About the killer
Wait,
guy.
no, we have to figure out where the gold went!
Not 18.
That's gonna hit.
Okay.
And you
Mawwanzi.
can do
I leave.
more than 1 damage. Actually, roll me damage.
Roll you damage? Alright. Is this sneak attack?
Yup, you have people next to him.
Okay.
Failed save.
Where is our gold? It's
Oh
back in the room.
no. Oh no. Alright, so that
Unless you would keep
is-
it on your person.
No, probably not.
No, let's be real here. We ran out after.
I mean, all of my gold's in Mawwanzi's jar. I don't know if
That's
they'd
true.
wanna.
Dive in there.
33.
33. Okay.
33 damage?
Yes. And now I'm hot. Like, if I'm on a wall, does that make me high enough to jump onto like a roof?
Sure. So you're.
All right. I'm going as fast as possible back to the inn.
Okay, so you're like hopping
Yes.
to roofs. All right, give me acrobatics advantage.
How's this guy looking now?
He's not moving.
Oh no.
One more point of lay on hands?
Seems to have no effect.
Oh,
Shit.
26.
26. Okay.
Take my foot off, as well as the warhammer.
Yeah, you kind of easily jump from rooftop to rooftop, and you're then making your way back.
what do we do with this now?
Part of me wants to say to just leave the body, but that wouldn't be in line with my ideals. Then again, clearly not the best sort of man, so... No, I don't. Never mind. Well, we know who he works for, at least. What do you think?
Let's head back, I guess.
The alleyway suits him. Let's leave him here.
Alright.
All right, you guys. Damn. You guys start making your way back as well. Mawwanzi, you get back to the tavern. You just going in the front door?
We have windows, right?
Yeah. Okay. You go over to one of the windows and it is wide open.
I'll jump right through it.
Okay. As you get in there, it looks like all of your stuff has been pillaged through. The jar, your jar, also has a crack in the
Oh.
lip.
Would they actually know about the jar? Alright, well, I will... There's no one in the room?
There's no one in the room.
I'm going to shoot 3 arrows across the space of the room, just randomly.
Okay.
No hits?
No hits.
Alright, I check my jar.
Okay. It is empty, save your bottles.
My baubles?
Yeah.
Is the water all gone and
The
everything?
water's in there, but like your candle's there, all of the gold is gone.
Alright.
How would they have known?
I start heading downstairs.
They probably just would have checked the jar, right?
What?
They probably just would have looked in the jar, right?
Mawwanzi is also
To
not
see.
subtle about taking money out of his jar.
Yeah.
Sure, they weren't there when I did that.
You don't know that.
Yeah, but also
It's a
if you're-
container.
They
you're-
walked in after we
If it's
got
the
there.
guys I think it is, then they weren't there when I did.
Again, you don't know that.
That's what I'm saying. I just said if it was the guys I thought it was, they
Also, if
wouldn't
you're
have seen it.
looking through a room for valuables and there's a
It's a
big jar,
container,
when
yeah.
you look inside the jar too.
It's
Giant
full of
Skyrim
water and
urn.
it's dark and seashells.
Really
well, not
gross.
seashells, snail shells. Anyway,
I'm sure you could track
I'm gonna
the smell.
head downstairs.
Okay. Probably about the time you get downstairs, you guys would be entering in the front door.
Immediately looking around.
The main tavern itself is empty, save the bugbear.
Immediately go over to the bugbear.
Did you get him?
That man who yelled about playing cards earlier tonight.
Yep.
Who is he and how can we find him?
You sure you want him?
Yes.
Alright.
Goes by the name Frantel.
Frantel.
I've seen him around here a few times. He's a grifter. I don't know too much about him, but I know he's into some shady stuff.
Where can he be found?
He'd be in the slums.
The slums?
Kind of point down.
Like a tier down? Is that what he's...
Oh.
I'm assuming we've yet to confirm, unless Mawwanzi. Is it gone?
Oh.
Our possessions were stolen.
I'm so sorry.
That must
Okay.
happen a lot if you allow people like this in your establishment.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
I don't run a business where I'm letting people get robbed left and right. In fact, I'd like to file a report with the guard immediately.
You do that. Let us know if you turn up with anything.
Listen, he's mixed up with some shady stuff.
I don't
know he
care.
does a lot of illegal trading. He has a warehouse he deals out of.
What is it called?
It's a warehouse.
There's no sign on said warehouse.
I don't know how many warehouses you deal with, but
Where?
house.
Warehouse.
Did you actually say that?
No,
Okay.
no, it is. Yeah,
Mawwanzi shoots him in the face.
I don't know the exact location, but it's in the slums. It's in the black market area of the slums.
Okay. Now, I don't suppose you just go around asking for the black market area of the slums. Is there... What does he trade down there?
What could be in said warehouse?
From what I've heard, people.
Huh.
Oh, good.
Sounds like a real piece of shit.
Luckily, one of his goons decided to stab himself with an arrow in an alleyway and dropped dead of his own accord, so now we know it was warranted.
His... Do you know the names of his two henchmen?
No, they never talk when they come in.
One.
With that, he's gonna kind of lean in. You want that taken care of?
We could...
Describe where he is, and I'll have it done.
Wait,
I'll let him know.
wait.
Oh.
If we don't care about appearances or being quiet, we could use the body to get his attention.
I would not recommend that.
Why?
The city guard does not take kindly to vigilante justice.
I'm sure they don't take kindly to robbery either.
They don't take kindly to that
one
either.
is worse than the other. We'll be honest.
Ghost lady.
Ghost man.
In the interest of full disclosure, we did attack Danika and she defended herself.
Listen, you guys have had your belongings pilfered through and stuff taken from you. I'm not really questioning your motives here.
And they deal in people, so you say, so...
That's what I've heard. I have not confirmed it with my 2 eyes.
So... It's my kind of quarry. When you don't have to feel any guilt about.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, I don't take such personal offense if my possessions are taken, but
Marty!
my gold was for you to buy your swamp, Mawwanzi, and I want to get it back for you.
Money.
Angry.
I'm gonna head back upstairs and see if what's left.
Okay.
Is possessions or if just
Right.
the gold is gone or whatever.
Or did you describe where the body is to him?
I did, yes.
Before you guys head upstairs, you'll hear him call out in a very, very guttural language, and a couple goblins come out from the back, and then he utters some more words, and the goblins kind of run out the door. And as the door's closing, you see them head to the left.
Can we catch the bugbear's name?
You have never asked it.
Okay. Let's get that before we leave. That's a useful skill to have in a city.
Asking people's names.
No, the ability to make a body disappear.
As you go upstairs, you kind of look through your belongings. It looks like they're largely there. All of your gold is gone, and the diamond is gone.
Oh,
Fucking Christ.
that's need that back.
Yeah. Indeed, we do.
As you guys are kind of rifling through your belongings, the bugbear comes up and knocks on the door. I'm picturing you guys kind of have left the door open and kind of just stormed in, filtered through
I
your
would think
stuff.
so.
So he kind of knocks on the door and he's like, I can also provide a different room if you would prefer.
What's the point? They already came.
There's a level of safety still.
I do need just a bit more of my beauty sleep.
I think so. Might as well switch rooms for a few more hours.
And then we
What time
make
of
our
night is it? It's like 2 in the morning?
Yeah, it's about there.
first light. We make our way.
Yes.
We'll pick up your new cutlery first.
Yeah, did I pay for that already? Would I have paid for that?
Would you have paid for that up front?
I don't know. I deducted it already.
Okay, then
Well
we'll say you
then-
paid
Okay.
There you go.
So yeah, he'll kind of lead you down the hall about midway, unlock a door for you, and open it. There's 2 beds in there, so
Okay.
All right.
you guys can
Will
kinda
you,
settle.
to the bugbear, do you have a way of contacting people in this city?
Depends on what you mean by people.
Somebody from the Mulkentry Mercenary Company.
Well, I can do that.
Alright, never mind.
If you need it, I can send a courier.
It's all about speed. If Glory is fine, then great, but I can do it instantaneously.
Will it take some energy out of you?
A bit, but if I'm about to get me rest for the night, it should be all right.
Okay. No courier is necessary then. The Popo, they drove by.
Oh.
Oh shit. They looking for the body.
Okay, so yeah, with that, he'll kind of leave you guys to it. He'll also provide a scroll for you guys. This will give a little extra security to the door
Oh.
should you require it.
Thank you.
And he'll kind of lightly close the door behind him as he goes. And you'll hear him walk away.
What's up?
And you'll hear him walk away.
All right.
What would you like? Who would you like to talk to?
Our contact,
Can't think of his name.
Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh.
It was
Yeah.
Gring.
Oh.
Who's
Grung.
Gilgamesh? Let him know we'll be late. Was that your intention?
Yes. That we'll have a little extra time making sure we get our money.
Alright. I'll send a message to him.
Sure.
And I'll say, it's Balric and Company.
Do you know what time of day it is, lad?
Wait, that doesn't work like that.
It's 25 words at once, so that
okay.
he can get one
Okay.
response.
Right.
We might not be back tomorrow for our money, but shouldn't be more than a day out. Please have it.
Just one more word if you want.
Pooping. No, that's
You
it.
pooping?
Yeah, you'll get back. Do you have any idea what time of day it is, lad? I'll have your goddamn money. Just show up when you're good.
Yeah, he says he misses us, a lot of us, and he hopes we're having a great night. And he can't wait to kiss us on the forehead.
Excellent.
Insight check. Yeah, aside from that, you guys kind of settle in for the night?
Yeah.
Yes.
I would still take my. As long as it doesn't hinder my rest, I would take the third watch.
You probably would have gotten all the rest you needed. No, yeah, you would have gotten all the rest you needed
Okay.
up to now.
So third watch.
I will get some sleep.
I would have like put on my armor too, and just
These sendings.
had all my shit.
Great utility.
Yeah.
Awful spell slot management. But
So yeah, you guys kind of go the rest of the night without issue,
Okay.
and wake up the next morning.
alright. We want to make a pit stop at the Sabersmith
Oh yeah.
and then head down there.
Sure. Nice. Might as well go together after breakfast.
Get your money back, Mawwanzi.
Money.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't even have gold to pay for breakfast.
I hope it'd be complimentary for our troubles.
I'd like
Oh.
to speak to the manager.
Excuse me.
My name is Karen.
I used disguise self to
Disguise-
give myself that
haircut.
haircut.
Same, just the haircut.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys go down for breakfast, he'll get you guys breakfast.
Cool. Alright, then off to...
If it hasn't been conveyed, he seems very apologetic for what
And
happened.
Well,
Your
that's
name,
good.
friend. Didn't quite catch it.
Haruk.
Haruk.
Farouk?
Haruk.
Haruk.
Oh.
Haruk is on fine.
Have we heard this name before?
I don't think so.
Oh, it sounds familiar. Alright then. On the way to your Sabersmith.
Yes. We'll need it.
Alright.
Let's go.
So you guys kind of make your way over. I don't know if you guys heard me describing the scene to them, but you're met with a similar one. There's less dwarves working outside currently, but yeah, you kind of walk inside. The older dwarf behind the counter has his back turned to you, and there are a couple more dwarves working inside currently, kind of setting up a bunch of stuff around the shop. As you're kind of stepping in, boss man, someone here to see you. Hello. Pleasant morning to you.
How's it going?
It's going all right. It's another day.
we're off on a bit of some travel. I was hoping that my blade was ready.
As you say that, he kind of reaches below the counter and pulls out your old sword, which looks a lot nicer. It looks like very well maintained. And yeah, you can add a second +1 to your
Yeah.
Oh,
Sweet.
very cool.
Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure.
We'll be back. Thank you.
I mean, did I forget something?
No. Just appreciate it.
All right. Well, look forward to doing more business with you in the future.
Right.
Speaking of, I'll whip out my old warhammer that I'm no longer using. Toss it on the table counter.
Like, actually toss it?
Just like put it down.
Okay.
Not yeet it, but just. I'd like to sell this.
I'd love to tell you how much you can get for it, but...
It says it's worth 15 gold.
15?
Yeah.
Right. Like, it's in pretty damn good shape, but obviously used, so I'll give you 12 gold for it.
Done.
You know, kind of slap it on the counter.
Give Mawwanzi the 12 gold. He's my bookkeeper.
I don't think he keeps very tight books.
No. But he does give me money when I need it.
How
dare you assume me?
So yeah,
That's it.
you guys have
All
now
right.
done your transactions.
Yes. All set.
Right down to the slums then.
Yes.
Sure.
How do we get there?
There are air skiffs that will take you down.
Cool.
As you kind of step onto the skiff, the captain looks you guys over and is like, "You've been to the slums before."
I don't know.
Probably not, I'd wager.
Danika might have, right? She's probably.
You've
dealt with some-
probably like been in
Yeah.
certain spots, but not a lot of it. I'd imagine you guys got to Sharn and kind of quickly went to the Mulkentry Mercenary Company,
Yeah.
and from there you've been like traveling a lot. rather
Yeah.
than-
Okay.
Rina definitely wouldn't have.
No.
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 I was raised by ghosts, you see.
What?
What?
Well, it's not in the best repair, so I would suggest grabbing some of these, and he'll kind of open up a chest, and there you guys see those same medallions that you used on the way down into the Kabara jungle.
We have to jump off the ship to get there.
No, but there have been more and more reported cases of the streets crumbling.
Oh.
Oh.
And beneath the streets, free fall.
Well, about 1,200 feet down or so, there's ground.
Right.
Huh.
Right.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Kind of go down to the elemental and talk to him, and the ship's
Hi.
like, "Okay."
Okay.
How are you?
What?
You're doing a great job.
What?
Keep up the good work. Walks away.
Thank you.
That's it.
Good.
Speed run to talk to every airship elemental across the continent. Any percent.
100%. So you guys kind of sit as the skiff flies down. It doesn't take too long, probably about 5 minutes to get down to one of the lower docks. The dock itself is in decent shape. The ships all docking there seem to generally be kept in good repair. A couple of the dock workers, as you're looking around, look a little shady, but for the most part, people are just kind of working. The slums, as you look outward, look terrible. Most of the buildings are in disrepair. The buildings kind of directly adjacent to the dock are pretty well upkept, it looks, but as soon as you look down the street, not 10 feet further, you have buildings falling apart. The streets are kind of lined with people sleeping, begging for food. As you guys kind of look outward, you see a small goblin just kind of grab a rat and rip its head off with his teeth.
My vegan eyes.
Just kind of keeps eating it. While everyone around the goblin is kind of looking at him too, just like debating whether they want to go for this, it seems. And yeah.
I'm gonna make sure my hood is up, my hood of elven kind.
Okay.
I'm just gonna tell the group, be careful. Don't talk to anyone who tries to talk to you around here.
How are we supposed to find who we're looking for if we don't talk to anybody?
Well, don't get into anyone's, mischievous games around here.
All right.
Be alert. Is all I'm saying.
I straighten my back and I am hyper alert.
Alright. So you guys start heading into the slums. What would you like to do?
Look for the man.
Like literally just looking?
Are any warehousey looking places?
Yeah. Look for a warehouse district, or even ask around about one, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, you start asking around a bit. Everyone is very tight-lipped, though. Everyone you try to talk to is like, I don't know nothing about nothing.
Yeah.
Danika, can't you disguise yourself and talk to them?
Perhaps.
Make them trust you a little bit more. I would, but I honestly don't know what to say or how to act or what would make them comfortable or what would make them trust me.
Yeah, there's a few running around.
Do any of them look like they're maybe doing the whole passing things off kind of thing?
Tack football.
Give me a perception check for looking around. I don't know that you would know about that specifically, but you can have you do a general check to look for
Sure.
info.
15.
15? Yeah, I'll say kind of in the distance, probably about 40 feet away, you spot some kids talking for a second, and then they shake hands, and then one just runs away.
Some kids?
I want to go to the one that stays.
Okay.
I'm literally just going to climb out of the jar, and then just start coming over.
Okay. Just kind of looking around a little bit. Starts to walk away, down an alleyway.
Okay. Is he just walking?
Yeah.
I want to do some acrobatic shit,
Okay.
and from where I am, if I'm close enough, do a flip over and land in front of him,
Okay.
and be like,
Give me an acrobatics check.
okay. 20.
Okay. You do this crazy flip. You actually flip 3 times a forward front flip and land on one foot and then quickly spin around and then just...
Oh my god, is that the 3000 Flip Master?
What?
The legendary 1080? I don't know.
What's the reaction here?
He seems very caught off guard, but seems impressed.
I'm gonna sit down cross-legged.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use Thieves' Cant in the dirt, and that's where the black market warehouse areas are.
You'll see him scrawl a bit. It roughly translates to who's asking.
Mawwanzi.
And then he'll scrawl a bit more. And it just says, head to the southern end. Don't trust your vision.
Oh.
I'll stand up, do like the little bow with my nice big hat,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna plop away.
Okay.
I'll climb back in the jar. South. South.
South.
South.
South.
Warehouse. South.
Alright.
All right.
South.
Now look at the sun.
Okay.
Where is it? Besides east.
In the east.
Where is it relative to me? Where's south? Let's go south.
You can figure out
Can we
where
figure out
south
south? Alright.
Basic directional sun
I'm
thing.
gonna cast locate object for south.
Let me find Kanye West. Okay, so you guys kind of start heading south. As you're weaving through, you're met with a very similar scene all around. The buildings are in complete disrepair. A lot of them are clearly family homes, though. You see kind of people going in and out of all of these buildings. A bunch of people just going about their day. In the distance, you probably hear some fighting occasionally. People yelling all over the place.
Can I retcon one thing?
Yeah.
I give
Well,
the kid
maybe.
a gold piece.
Okay, then yes. It's gonna... He'd nod and then reach out a hand to shake yours.
I rate out poison skin.
Okay.
I'll just put the coin down, spin it, and then plop away.
Nice. And it never stops spinning because we're in a dream.
Oh no!
Blah.
It was a dream the whole time.
Yeah, so you guys are kind of met with a general city vibe. People are very active as the morning kind of leads into the mid-afternoon. As you guys are walking further and further south, at a certain point, the buildings start being in way more than disrepair, and the entire southern end of this district is burned to the ground.
Wow. Neat.
Mawwanzi, there's nothing here.
Fake. Keep going.
What do you mean fake?
Fake. Magic.
Oh, I suppose we keep going.
There's a thing to like disbelieve in 5e, right?
Everyone give me a perception check.
Is it perception?
Mm-hmm.
7.
16.
21.
You rolled advantage, Mackenzie?
14.
14? Okay. As he points that out, you kind of start peering in, and there is a strip of actually burnt buildings, but it's only about 2 houses deep, and then after that, there's a whole market before you.
Oh.
And it is busy.
Wow.
Alright, I see it. Let's go.
Out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So you guys start heading forward. As you kind of reach the edge of this illusion, Rina starts like kind of describing things to you a bit more, and the illusion fades away for all of you.
Okay.
You get to the edge of the market, you start to head in, and then 2 bigger Goliaths, well armored and well armed, stop you. What's your business here? Ain't seen you around these parts before.
Rina's not gonna talk.
She's gonna stand imposingly next to Danika, though.
Our business is our own. We're looking for, Frantel.
Well, none enter without talking to Joff first.
Like I said, our business is our own with Frantel.
And Frantel works for Joff.
Well, we'd like to speak to him, please.
Very well. And they start leading you through the district. They are keeping a very, very close eye on you guys as you're kind of being led through.
I'm keeping a close eye on them.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, they'll lead you through onto kind of this further market area that's much less busy. It's a lot more heavily guarded. And there is a larger building here that, though it looks a bit worn, it is very well upkept. He kind of leads you in and leads you through kind of a receiving hall almost. It's pretty well decorated. You do see, like, it's not like extremely ornate, but there was some time and care put into decorating the parts of this building that you have seen, and definitely some money.
Do we see any slaves?
I mean, you see some people,
Anybody in chains?
not in chains that you see.
Okay.
And he walks you through that front receiving area and into a larger room. As you kind of enter into the secondary room, you can kind of tell this building used to be a temple of some kind. And this secondary room has been reconfigured. There used to be columns all over the place that have been removed. You can kind of still see the bases of them as you go along. And on the far side where the altar used to be, there is a decently ornate chair. Sitting in it is a goblin. And he kind of waits for you guys to get a little closer. He's kind of drumming on his armrest. And he'll just call out, "What's your business then?" And we're gonna end the session there.
Oh.
Hey,
All right.
all right, Joff.
Joffrey.
Yeah. Oh.
So yeah,
Cool.
we will pick up right from there next week. Again, guys, please keep an eye on the schedule. We're possibly changing the day, so just look out for that schedule, and we will have an update.
The
An updated
schedule
update.
will either be in our Discord, or if you aren't there, it's on our Twitter as well, or it will be.
And it will be on our Twitch also in the panels down below.
Mm-hmm.
In the panels.
Thank you, Jordan.
Cool.
But yeah, go follow our Discord. Go join our Discord. Go follow our Twitter, and go subscribe to our YouTube. We'll have this VOD up probably later on today.
Yeah.
Possibly tomorrow.
Our previous VODs are there as well.
Yep, all the previous VODs and the wrap up for the first session because we didn't get to VOD for that one. Sorry, guys. But yeah. So we will see you guys next time.
We'll
Yeah,
see you
sounds
tomorrow at 3 o'clock
Yeah, Stardew Valley.
for Stardew Valley stream for Cambino's birthday.
That's
and
awesome.
we're gonna have extensions enabled to have chat kind of help us out with playing the game. So it's gonna be great.
Cool.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Yeah, guys, it's Cameron's birthday tomorrow.
Show him some love. He likes it.
Alright, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Thanks for hanging
care.
out.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.